Hello and welcome to IGCSE Sudarshan Studio. And today we are going to discuss about the detailed solution of MCQ paper year for May-June 2026. And please remember, this is a sample paper and this paper is completely a core paper. Okay, so we are going to solve the core paper year, MCQ paper 12. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe it for the checkpoint examinations and for IGCSE tips and guidance. Okay, now this is the QR code. I will let you know the reason by the end of this video. So let's start with the MCQ first. Okay, there we go. The first question is, which three characteristics applies to all organisms? Here, egestion, movement and photosynthesis. Egestion, movement and respiration. All organisms means here this is only for plants, right? This one, egestion, movement and respiration. Next one is excretion. Okay, please remember, egestion is different, excretion is different. Excretion, toxic materials to be removed out of the body. Egestion is just removal. It doesn't related with the toxic thing and all these things. Okay, so the correct answer will be excretion, movement and respiration. So C is the correct answer here. Moving to the next question. The song Thrush Thrundus philomilus is a bird, and what is the genus? We know the first word is always a genus and the second is the species here. So the correct answer will be D. Okay, moving to the next one. Okay, I should think I should make it a little bit thick. Okay, now how many pair of jointed legs does an arachnid have? So arachnids or arachnids have how many jointed legs? And the answer will be 4. Please check out in your textbook, there must be a tabular form in which the arachnids or insects and all this in differentiation is there. So the correct answer is here C. Moving to the fourth one, which structure is found in bacterial cytoplasm but not in the cytoplasm of animal cell? So in the bacteria, plasmid is present, okay, but not found in the animal cell. Plasmid is not there. Fine, that's a basic characteristics of a bacteria, plasmid. Next, which row correctly matches the type of specialized cell with its function? Now if you check with this one, type of cell, specialized cell, so ciliated cell, palisade, root cortex, white. But here white blood cell carries O2, root cortex cell absorb minerals from the soil, and palisade mesophyll cell is a starch. No. Mesophyll cells, photosynthesis they do, starch. Ciliated cells, absorption of nutrient. The row correctly matches a type of specialized cell with its function, and that the correct answer will be here, production of starch. Okay, this one. Ciliated cell, they did not mention anything which kind of ciliated cell, absorption of nutrient they have mentioned. Root cortex absorption, that is xylem function. RBC function is to transport oxygen. So wrong, and then ciliated cell do not absorb it, it is villi. Okay, so palisade mesophyll cell, production of the starch because more amount of chlorophyll is present in them. Fine, so the correct answer here was D and this is B. Moving to the next one. Different factors affect the rate of diffusion of molecules across a membrane. Which row shows the change that will result in greatest increase in the rate of diffusion? So greatest increase in the rate of diffusion here. Now let's see, concentration gradient across the membrane, thickness of the membrane, surface area and the temperature. Different factors affect the rate of diffusion across the membrane. Which row shows the change that will change the greatest increase in the diffusion? Now for diffusion, do we require thickness of a membrane? Very low. Okay, they can take place without a membrane also. Fine, so we have increase here and increase. These two options won't be there here. So let's put the odd one out. Now we are left over with now decrease and decrease, A and C. Okay, now concentration gradient across the membrane. Diffusion is from higher to lower. So increase, okay, higher to lower. Increase, thickness decreases, surface area increases, and temperature increases, diffusion also increases. So correct answer is C here. Moving to the next one. If you find out the odd one, no, it's very easy to do it. The diagram shows part of cross section of a leaf. Which arrow shows the movement of water by osmosis in the leaf? Osmosis, again, please remember, movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration through a membrane. Okay, so a membrane should be here. And mesophyll cell. Now sometime what happens, no, most of the students, they do not see the alphabets here and they will miss the MCQ. Okay, you need to read properly and check the alphabet here. Very, very important one. So higher concentration to lower concentration, membrane. As you can see here, xylem is there, but osmosis they have mentioned, there is no membrane. Again, B and C, if you see, this is going through the stomata opening. Again, there is no membrane here. But if you see mesophyll to mesophyll cell, molecule is moving from D. This is mesophyll to other mesophyll cell, and there is a membrane in between. So this is the correct answer. D, we will write D here. Right? Next one. I hope you got the answer. The table shows the result of some food test. Okay, which row shows the food test that contain carbohydrate only? Only carbohydrate should be there. Okay, so carb test we have to find out. Carbohydrate means iodine is there, right? Starch. Potato contains carbs. That means they should have iodine test positive, a blue-black color. A blue-black color. Okay, but ethanol emulsion, clear and clear, fine. Pyruvate test, purple and blue. Iodine remains this one. They do not turn into purple color. Okay, Benedict is blue and this one will remain as a red in its original. Okay, the correct one is the C. Answer is C because we are only checking with the carbs here. Next one, ninth one. What catalyzes the chemical reaction needed to sustain life in organism? And the catalysis reaction, when we talk about enzymes, it is A. Which process in plant cell require chlorophyll? And the answer will be nutrition, right? Chlorophyll, nutrition, making food. Which molecule contain nitrogen? So basically C, H and O is present in all basic components. Only nitrogen and sulfur is different, and in that case it is C. Protein. Protein contains extra nitrogen as well as sulfur also. Okay. The diagram shows part of cross section of leaf here. So this one is correct answer, C part. I hope you got it, and this one was B. Okay, next, the diagram shows part of a cross section of a leaf here, and again this one is a mesophyll cell, palisade mesophyll cell. Okay, palisade mesophyll cells. This is our spongy mesophyll cell. Okay, that's why they have more chlorophyll, more photosynthesis here. Now the question they are asking is diagram cross section. Which row correctly identify tissue P and Q? P and the tissue that contain Q cells. Okay, P is a palisade mesophyll cell and Q and the tissue that contains cell Q. Okay, where is P? P is a spongy mesophyll cell. So we got two options here. Okay, and they are mentioning it's the cuticle, and the next one is upper epidermis. This is the upper epidermis. Cuticle is on the top of it. Okay, the top of the upper epidermis. Having cuticles can be modified into form of hair also, a small tiny hair in plants. So the correct answer will be here, spongy mesophyll cells they are, but they are upper epidermis. Okay, next one. So this answer is D. Which nutrient in the diet prevents ricket? Which one will prevent ricket? Rickets related to calcium and vitamins. So it is basically B. It's core paper, easy one. Now the diagram above, my bad here, the diagram arrow part on the human digestive system, what is this X here, the function of X here? So this is the small intestine, and small intestine part is to do absorption because they contain small finger like projection called as villi. So the answer is A. Next one. What increase the surface area of food for the action of enzyme? Increase the surface area. And what is this doing with the surface area? Increase the surface of food for the action of enzymes for the chemical, before chemical reaction. It's a PT. Okay, physical digestion has to take place so that the chemicals can act on it. Next one is the graph shows the effect of pH on the activity of an enzyme here. Fine, there is an enzyme acidic content. In which part of alimentary canal would this enzyme be most active? Remember, this is in active condition, means that is in acidic condition, right? 1 to 3 range. And acidic content is present in stomach because they contain HCl. So again, answer is D. Next one. Which process occurs during transpiration? Now what is happening during transpiration here? Water diffuses from the air space into the mesophyll cell. Again, please remember here the plant cell. We have cuticle, then we have here the layer, and this one will be the palisade, and then spongy mesophyll cell. Okay, water diffuse from air space into the mesophyll cell. They did not mention which mesophyll cell they are talking, spongy, and it's completely a vague answer, open end. Water evaporates from surface of mesophyll cell into the air space. Now this one is from mesophyll cell to air space. Okay, that means something like from the palisade to the air space it is moving. Water from air space evaporates from stomata, and water vapor, this is water again, see, water, read this word carefully, water from air, water do not move like that, it's water vapor from the air space diffuses through the stomata. See, this is more relevant one. So the second and fourth one are the correct one. Water evaporates from the mesophyll, that is from the palisade mesophyll cell, air space, and then water vapor diffuses through the stomata. Okay, water is there different, water vapor is different. So the correct answer is D here. Okay, moving to the next question. You have to read the question very carefully, very important that is. Okay, what is the sequence in which blood flows through the circulatory system? Through the circulatory system, how it is flowing? Arteries, veins and capillaries? Capillaries, arteries, heart and vein? Or capillaries, vein, heart and artery? In which sequence, what is the sequence in which blood flows through a circulatory system? Okay, now the answer will be C, capillaries here. Now the question, why? From the capillaries, see, which flows through the circulatory system, from the capillaries carried into veins and then heart, and heart will pump via the blood via arteries here. Okay, next question. Which row identifies method that will reduce the spread of disease? Treating sewage, correct. Washing hand, correct. Providing clean drinking water, correct. So this will actually reduce the spread of disease. So A. Next one, pretty easy, no? Core paper. Now, which chemical can be used to show the presence of carbon dioxide? Which chemical reaction helps to show the carbon dioxide? See, we test for the carbon dioxide via lime water test. Vitamin C is for the DCPP is vitamin C, right? You tell me for Benedict and pyruvate. Homework for you, or put it into the comment box. Benedict solution or pyruvate reagent is for which food component? Okay, for which food component we use it? Is it for the sugar, reducing sugar, or starch? Okay, just let me know in the comment box. because this is the repeated question they ask sometime in MCQ. Also, while you are performing an investigation in paper 6 ATP, you have to be very careful which reagent or solution you are using. Okay, moving to the next one. A mixture of glucose, yeast and water was placed in the test tube. Fine. That means glucose plus yeast plus water. They both are there in the water. A balloon was attached to the end and the apparatus was kept at 30 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So 30 degrees Celsius for 1 hour before and after experiment. Which word equation can be used to explain what happened inside the balloon now? Now inside the balloon, glucose, right, has converted, because yeast is there, anaerobic respiration converted into alcohol, and that's why CO2 has been produced here. The correct answer is B. Easy now. Core is very easy, guys, very easy if you are there, but the problem is it will only give you C, the highest marks. Now, urine is formed from the substance excreted by the kidney, and the pie chart shows the consumption of urine in a healthy person. Composition of urine, not consumption. Urine is formed, but in India some people do consume it. Okay, urine formed from the substance excreted by the kidney, and the pie chart shows composition of urine in a healthy person. A healthy person has more amount of water, less urea, and X is the unknown. What is X here? Now, platelets, RBC and WBC and all blood? No. Starch, heavy material, sucrose, again sugar component, but rare. In a healthy person, diabetic, it will be then a sugar. So in healthy person, most probably it will be ions. A. Fine. Okay. Moving to the next one. We did the correct one, all this one, right? Now, which hormone increase the pupil diameter and secreted in flight and fight? Fight and flight hormone help you in the situation while you're writing your board examination, sweating and all this thing. Hormones is the, which one? Testosterone? No. Adrenaline. Push. Who? A. Nice. Now, next one. Which response or responses are usually shown by the root of a plant? Which one it will be? See, root of a plant is towards gravity, so positive gravitropism. Phototropism, they show negative, so this is the correct one. C. Roots will grow towards the soil, and basically phototropism is towards the light. So this is photo, this is gravi. So root is showing positive side, shoot will show positive side. Okay, and this is how it is. Simple. Next one. The diagram shows an image of a chloroplast, and the image is 5 cm long. The actual length of the chloroplast is 5 μm, and what is the magnification of this image? And it will be 10,000. Okay, magnification. Please remember, this is 5 μm and this is 5 cm. You need to know the formula here. First one is draw the triangle. Remember your aim of the examination. This is aim. There is a very simple way to remember this aim of your exam. Now they need to they asked you about magnification. That means M is nothing but I, that is image, by image size by actual size. Okay, actual size. Fine. So the image size, how much they gave you? 5 cm. So I need to convert this 5 cm into μm, and then you convert it and divide it, and then you get 10,000. Very simple way, right? Either you can convert 5 cm into μm or μm into centimeter here, and then you get the answer 10,000. Okay, I hope you got this part. Still doubt on this one? Okay, go through this question part here. Done. I hope you've gone through this question here. Okay, a very lengthy question but very easy. Directly you can go with this one. Which dish contain a sugar solution that have higher water potential than the potato? Now remember, the potato they kept it for 24 hours. And whenever such kind of question is there, no, you just remember isotonic, hypotonic or hypertonic kind of conditions, what will happen in this condition. Okay, so the first one here. What would be the correct one? A, B, C or D? Potato stick. See the size here. Okay, the length and everything here you need to check out. And see, shrinking kind, same. Then here it is bit of shrinked, whereas this one has increased by one more here. Okay, so the potato used a source of plant tissue. 4 potato sticks are identical, were cut from the same potato. At part of inverse, each was 10 square long. The potato stick were put into 4 petri dish, and each petri dish contained concentration of sugar solution. The diagram, different sugar solution and 24 hours. Which dish contain a sugar solution that is has a higher water potential than the potato tissue? Higher water potential. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and this is 11 has been increased, and this is what we have. The correct answer D. Higher water potential will also cause the little bit bulging of the potato here. Okay, increasing the size basically. Now, which row shows correct statement about active transport? Active transport require energy. So first one is require a partial membrane. Yes. Direction of movement down, low to high. So basically here down against the concentration gradient. Here you can mention it. So against the concentration gradient in the sense is D. Okay. Next one, a graph shows the effect of temperature on enzyme controlled reaction. So enzyme controlled reaction, which statement describe the effect of temperature on this reaction here? As the temperature increases to 25, fine, as the temperature increases to 25 in between here, the reaction speed up to 25, the reaction between 10 to 20. The enzyme denature, no, between 35 to 45, 35 that means from here to 45 here, frequency of effective collision is decreasing. It is increasing, it mentioned increase but actually it is decreasing here. Optimum temperature is 40, no, not at all. The correct answer is the B, A1. As the temperature increases to 25, the reaction is speeding up. Okay, 25 and reaches to the peak value, I think 30 is the optimum temperature here. So the correct answer here is A. Next question, the graph shows the rate of photosynthesis of a plant in full sunlight in different concentration of carbon dioxide. All other factors were kept constant. Fine. Rate of photosynthesis in different concentration of CO2. Rate of here, percentage of carbon, which limits the rate of photosynthesis at this point in this concentration here. Okay, carbon dioxide itself is a limiting factor for this one. At this point, see, all other factors are constant, they are not at all touched. So the different concentration of carbon dioxide, that means the limiting rate which limits the rate of photosynthesis here is carbon dioxide concentration itself. Fine. Moving to the 30th question here. A student wrote some statement about the palisade, mesophyll and spongy. See how many times they repeat such kind of question related to the plant. Okay, next, what is the question here? The spongy mesophyll cell is near the stomata for gassation. True. Only palisade mesophyll has chlorononos. Even spongy mesophyll also has. So basically one and other statement should be closely packed, but there are air space in the spongy. Yeah, this one is palisade are closely packed and spongy has a space. So 1 and 3 is the correct one. Okay. Next, what is the role of bile? Emulsification. We know bile role is emulsify and increase the surface area. Okay, that is B. Bile breaks down the fat. Now, where in the alimentary canal is the enzyme trypsin found? Trypsin breaks down the protein. So where is it present? Duodenum. And as I said protein, that means it is breaking down protein into amino acid A. Okay, there is duodenum, trypsin is also there, protease is also there in the stomach, HCl is doing that part. Next one, what is the structural feature of xylem vessel? A structural feature of xylem vessel. They are all made up of cells joined end to end. Xylem vessels end to end joined together like this. Make a tubular column to carry the water. Right? They do not contain cell membrane, mitochondria here. Remember this part. Completely dead cell. 34th. During the growing season, tomato plants produce flower and fruits. Fine. Now, which part of the growing tomato part is the source? And sink. Sink is where storage. Okay. Sink is the area where the plant store the prepared food, and source where the photosynthesis takes place. So now, which part it will take place now? Source means production. Okay. So we have the options here. Source and source leaf. But here fruit is a sink, and here also sink. Flower is a sink, but here they mention source. Flower cannot do photosynthesis part, so the correct answer will be A, and this is what we get the answer. Wow. Next one, which statement are correct? Description of method of preventing pathogen from entering body. Entering into the body, pathogen. Fibrins is converted to fibrinogen to form mesh. Phagocyte produce antibody. Platelets clot blood, and lymphocyte engulf pathogen. Which one is the correct statement preventing pathogen entering into the body? Entering into the body. Platelets is the correct answer, will be D. Only D is the correct answer here. Rest do not, they are all odd one here. Fibrin, fibrinogen and all this thing. Okay, these are not the correct one here. D is the correct option. Next, 36th. Which statement describe a double circulatory system? Again, double circulatory system means 2 times the circuit is taking place, right? Circulation of blood. So blood goes through the heart twice every time it goes round the body. Blood goes through the heart twice every time it goes round the body. That's the correct answer. 37th one. The 3 statements about immunity are listed. Okay. Fine. And specific antibodies are produced in response to specific antigen. True. Pathogen have specific antigen. Okay. And a vaccination stimulate an immune response. Which statement is correct? Also immunity. So pathogen have specific antigen. Vaccination stimulate. Yes. So 1, 2 and 3 all are correct here. The correct answer is A or C. Last 2 questions left, and which muscles in the breathing system contract during inspiration, during inhalation? Okay, which one is contracting? Inhale, and I can feel diaphragms is the one which is there. Fine, breathing system, but internal intercostal and external intercostal muscles. And if you check here, go with your syllabus properly. If you don't know about this one, go through the concerned thing. When you inhale, external intercostal muscles, okay, contract, whereas internal intercostal muscles will relax. Antagonistic property, diaphragm moves towards upward. Okay, so diaphragm only. So the A is the correct one. Last 2 questions. Which process require energy from respiration? Which one require? Diffusion, no. Osmosis doesn't take energy. Transpiration, loss of water, no energy. From respiration is protein synthesis. production of protein, right? All amino acids joining together, peptide bond, and then it's going to form a protein here. What is produced by anaerobic respiration in human muscles? Anaerobic respiration, human muscles, lactic acid, true. So now we have to search 2 points. So this is A or C. But water, no. Anaerobic respiration, CO2, check out the CO2 here, it is there, and this is no. So the correct answer is C. During anaerobic respiration in human muscles, only lactic acid is produced. So the correct answer is C, and that's the end of our core MCQ paper. So if you have under 42, it is under 32, my bad, 1 second, okay. If your score is 32 to 40, that means your overall grade will be C in this condition. Please remember, this is a core paper, the highest marks is C. So if you reach to this score 32 to 40 marks, you will be under C grade, okay. And below this will be D and so on, okay. Now, as remember the QR code purpose, and I think here we are. This is a very simple cause, a very noble cause. In our village there is no school, and our small kids have to walk 10 kilometers every day just for the basic education that you are having in your AC rooms or in your big villas and house. But as I'm from the village, my dream is to build a small school in our village, and where every child can receive the education what they deserve. Will you help? Will you help make this dream a reality? Please support our YouTube channel, educational channel, and to donate as much as you can. Every child deserves a chance to learn and grow. Together we can make a difference in their life, because you remember, you and even they who are living in the village, they too also have a future. So please donate and support from the heart. Once again, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like and share with your friends, and please don't forget to scan the QR code and donate for the noble cause. So see you in the next video. Till then, have a great time, and please remember, you and your family is more important. Respect your parents, and what, take care of your health and their health too. So see you in the next video. Till then, have a great time and a great life. See you in the next video. Bye.